Hi everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com. Thanks for joining me today. In this video, we're going to be making this card with the sentiment from the Sweet Sentiment stamp set and this designer paper that is one of the celebration selections that you can earn for free with the $50 product purchase. It's much like the coloring books that are all the rage right now, and I wanted to show you one way that you can use it for your card making. Okay, so I have a piece of Daffodil Delight cut at 5.5 by 8.5, and I'm going to fold that, matching the corners, and give it a good crease with my bone folder. And that's our card base. Now I have another piece of the Inside the Lines Designer Series paper, and that is cut at 4 by 5.25. And then I have already fussy cut one of the flowers with some of the foliage out. And then I have another piece with some little flowers that I'm going to cut one more out as we progress through the card. Now the sentiment, I used a piece of white, Whisper White, about 2 by 3.5, and I've already stamped it with this sentiment from the stamp set. Love that sentiment. And I cut it with one of the Stitch Shapes oval framelits. I have another piece of Daffodil Delight. This is cut at 1.25 by 4.5, and I already embossed it with the Big Shot and the Falling Petals textured impression embossing folder. So I am going to give it a cut on the end with the Banner Triple Punch. And so I'm going to slide it. I want this right end to be bannered, so I'm going to slide it in like this, and I'm just centering it between these two lines here, okay, and then I'm going to punch. Got to stick it in there, Lisa. Okay, then punch. Alright, so there we go. That's ready. Now that's going to be attached right here with the sentiment here, but let's do some coloring. Now I'm using the watercolor pencils. If you do not have these, they're an awesome tool, by the way, and so hopefully if you go to order them, they will be available. They had been on back order. Currently, as of this date, they are available, and the date that I am recording this video is February the 6th. So check and see if they're available. If you don't have them, you can use your markers and your blender pens. So I'm just going to take the Old Olive, and I'm just making some brush strokes on this foliage. Really easy. Then I'm going to take my blender pen. I'm going to do all the leaves at one time. How about that? And I'm going to take the blender pen and just blend those colors where I'm coloring just like I would be in a coloring book. It's really easy. It takes away any of those pencil lines that I put in there and just blends that color over the image. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Daffodil Delight one and just color that center and do these little petals in that center of that flower. And then I can take my blender pen and just kind of blend that all together. And next we're going to take the Melon Mambo for a pop of color here. And I like to do just little circles or little loops inside the petals. And then when you take your blender pen, it's easy peasy just to blend and color in those petals. Let's turn this way. Okay, now I'm going to take this little blossom right here, and I'm going to color the center of it with Daffodil Delight and do the same thing with the petals with the Melon Mambo, and scribble a bit, and let's blend all that together. And then I'm going to just very easily cut around the edges of that flower. I'm not trying to be too detailed on it because it is very small, but it's going to be a really cute accent. Okay, So now we have this ready. Let's go ahead and assemble the card. Okay, I'm going to take some of our liquid glue and apply this first layer. This pack of designer paper that's in the celebration brochure comes in 12 by 12 pieces. So it's big pieces of paper with different images, and it's just really pretty. And this is, you could color the whole thing if you wanted to, but by just singling out one particular flower, then you can put together a card much more quickly than if you were coloring the whole thing. Now put some liquid glue behind that. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the designer paper and come across. Now I'm going to take my sentiment and do the same thing, and I'm using liquid glue here because of the texture in that piece of Daffodil Delight. This will help it to grab more easily and provide a good stick. Okay, so let's hold that down a minute. And now I'm going to take this bigger blossom that we colored and place it right here. And see, the color just pops out from that black and white background. And then I'm going to use this piece right here just as a little accent. And that's that little flower that we colored. Okay, there's an easy card for you that you can put together using designer paper and a simple coloring. If you have any questions, let me know. Please visit my website at inkandinspirations.com, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.